Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today we have the modern defense part 2, and we're featuring the bishop e3 attack. We're gonna show you a very nice way to handle this attack based on our recommendation, which basically stands after g6, bishop g7, d6, and c6. We're gonna do this system mainly against more than 90% of white replies. Okay, let's go straight up to the opening. E4, G6, D4, Bishop G7. That's what we usually do. Knight C3 for white, D6. And today we're gonna do featuring Bishop E3 system. The idea behind this system is the queen will come to D2 next, trying to go for Bishop H6 and challenge the Bishop on G7. What we're gonna do is basically play C6, simple move, Queen D2, and B5. And now here we have a very simple thing to understand. White has two different ideas, so you need to understand these two different ideas very well because they are not similar. In fact, each idea takes the game into different directions. One takes to a very aggressive mood, the other one takes to pretty much solid mood. The first one is F3. And look at, if you see the arrows here, white is planning for h4, g4, bishop d3, knight ge2, and castle queenside, and launching a very aggressive attack against the black king side. What we have to do is basically play bishop b7. We need to calm down, nothing is scary. And after h4 for white, we go h6, and this is our recommendation. Those two guys need to be beside each other. And after white go for g4, we just wait for white to push one of those two pawns. We don't actually do any action yet. So we do knight d7. And now, if white play h5, we go for g5 and we block the whole thing. No more attack. And if white goes more aggressive and he played f4, for example, we simply gonna take, and then we're gonna go for knight f6, and we have the pawn on g4 under attack. And the pawn on e4 is under attack after the b4 push. So this is a kind of a very difficult position for white. Of course, if white decides to go more aggressive, like g5 for example, we can just take, and then we can go for h5 and exchange rocks, or knight h5. It's up to you, but I will go for rook h5 and then just don't have to worry too much about anything else. And next to healthy pawn, nothing is scared whatsoever. And white king side has no pawns whatsoever. Like this doesn't really works. Anyway, let's go just a little bit back here, just to make sure everything is under control. Okay, so we're gonna do no f4 here, no h5. Now, what white usually do in this case, he just go for knight ge2. Not committed anything yet. He can't go for this. Oh, and just for the reason, if you go g5, you're gonna go h5. So again, the whole thing is blocked. So no worries whatsoever. Knight g2 for white, e5, and knight g3. Now, if there's something to be understand here, white has to do something. Like he can't just keep waiting. If he just keep waiting, black will make more developing moves, like maybe a6 and then c5, or a5, queen b6, rook c8. Maybe there's a lot of ideas he can do. So white can't just keep waiting, doing nothing. He has to do something. So knight g3 is the main thing that usually the player does, and this is actually this whole position actually from an actual game from two FIDE masters. White idea is to go for h5. And if you go for g5 for black, he jumped with the knight to f5. Now, by doing that, white doesn't have the knight on e2 anymore to protect the pawn on d4. So we're just gonna take, and after take, we're gonna jump to knight to e5, and we are taking the pawn on f3. And all these pawns over here for king side are actually weak. They're not doing anything. So white has to do something with his with this attack on f3, because his king and queen will be under attack with the knight fork. So bishop e2, b4, and white here decide to be creative, and he doesn't want to move his knight away. he played f4. With f4, he's attacking the knight on e5. Black respond c5, and he's telling white, you know what? You attack my knight, you're gonna attack your bishop, and you knight at the same time, and you pawn on e4. And those 3 pawns, they're looking to move forward, they are not going to anywhere. White did fe5, cd4, and we have an attack against the knight. So white did bishop b5 check, king f8, then knight e2. Of course, black lost the right to castle here, but it's not scary. We don't actually care too much about it, because after bishop e5, black has an extra pawn, and his king is super safe. There's nothing against his king. And after castle queenside, rook c8, queen d3, queen c7, we have a nice attack on the c2 pawn. Rook f1, knight f6. Even f6 we don't need it actually. Yeah, f6 is good. It's a good move. Yeah, sorry. So the knight gonna jump to attacking the pawn on g4, putting a pressure on the pawn on e4. King g7 is coming next, and there's a connection between the rooks has been built up. Black is a great position. He's much better. He has an extra pawn. The pair of bishops, no problem whatsoever. For that reason, a lot of white players after queen d2 b5, they go bishop d3. And they prefer a different setup. And after knight d7, they go knight f3. Now with this, you can see why it doesn't actually planning for this pawn storm anymore, because he doesn't have it, because the pawn is still on f2, not on f3. And after queen c7, and you remember this setup very well, you're gonna see it a lot in this course. Castle, knight f6. Of course, the knight jumped to f6. We are not worried about the white attack. Bishop h6, castle, knight e2, e5, knight g3, rook e8, and black is ready to go for h8. And this is actually a real game between two grandmasters, Pele and Harvest. And the black side actually is 2600 something, so he's a bit tough guy. After take and take, queen g5, white is ready to jump to knight f5 with a check. Knight f8, now the bishop is covering that square. D takes, and now a4. White is trying to create weakness in the black camp, but no luck whatsoever. Black is very solid. Knight h4, knight f5 is coming for both knights. And here white did a very nice move. Black, sorry. Knight g8. With knight g8, after take and take, white doesn't have this jump anymore. Even if you want to do it, he can do it, but we can just go here. And then what else? There's nothing here to do. White doesn't have anything whatsoever. The knight has to go back because he has no future. Here doesn't work. Here doesn't work. Knight f6. There's a knight actually can take him anyway, or even f6, which is a pretty good move. And after you moving the queen all the way back to keep your knight under protection, if you want to do that, we can just take and take. Maybe bishop e6. Black is a very good position here. He has no issues whatsoever. Anyway, so after knight g8, take and take. White did queen e3. He went back. He doesn't want the f6 push against his queen. Black did a6, putting protection to the pawn on b5, so this rook doesn't have to worry too much. f4, take and take. Now white is trying to be aggressive. In doing so, he's weakening his pawn on e4. Queen b6, queen f2, knight h6, rook f1, bishop e6. Still we are pinning the queen. So no exchange yet. h3, knight d7. King h2, now the pin is gone, so we take the queen, f6, and look at this position. This kind of position in the modern is actually a dream position for black players. Those two pawns, when they are here and there's no black bishop, they're actually covering a lot of squares. Rook a1, attacking the pawn on a6, rook b6, knight f3, knight f7, knight e2, knight fe5, knight f4, bishop f7, take and take, bishop f1. Every exchange actually is in black favor, so rook d6, knight d5, rook b8, knight b4, rook b6, 2 pieces to attack the pawn, 2 pieces to protect the pawn, knight d3, knight d7, b3, rook e6, rook e2, rook e8, rook e1, g5, g3, bishop g6, and look at this nice attack with the pawn on e4. Bishop g2, defending, rook b6, another attack. Now we have 3 pieces actually. 1, 2, and 3 attacking the pawn on e4, and there's 2 defending this guy. King g1, rook c8, rook a2, h5, h4, rook e8 again, take and take. Rook d1, rook d6. No luck whatsoever. Take and take. And this position actually is pretty much equal, but black is better because after knight f6, check, rook b7, rook e3, take and take. 2 best pawns for black, 2 best pawns for white, but the white king is pretty much weak. So the king h2, h4, knight e5 check, king h5. The black king is getting closer to the white king. c4, rook e3, knight f7, knight g4 check, king g1 check, check, h3, check, king h4. Now white is a pawn up, but he has a threat of mate in 1, so he has to sacrifice the exchange. After knight d6, check, king f1. Okay, after check here, white resign. But of course, if white did king f1, we go to b2, and there's the mate after a1 queening. And if you go here, king h3, and there's a mate on e1. Of course, we're not here to learn how to play endgame or something, but this is a very nice example, a modern example played in Dubai in 2018, pretty much modern game. How to handle this opening, and it's pretty much a big success for the opening. I played this opening many times with good results, so I know what I'm doing. If you guys like the video, like, share, subscribe to the channel. See you guys later. Bye bye.